win the Maha Derby.
Make a stand and you take back, the upper hand. I was thinking, 'cause I was born to rule, I'm the Messiah. But I've been playing the chords just like a chess game. Yo, I've been taking my time, 'cause when the time is right, I'm gonna get what's mine. Say what you say, but you came too late. Good will always be the enemy of great. So watch your work, 'cause now it's my time. I'll meet you on the other side of the finish line. Come on, you better run, man, because I'm coming for you. Yeah, you better run, man, because I'm coming for you.
Saturday night, Southern Derby, we found out who's the Asli king of Kabaddi in the south of India. It was the Titans beating the Bulls. Sunday night, Maha Derby. Who's the Asli king of Kabaddi in Maharashtra? It was Pune over you, Mumbai. We're back here, day 3 of Rivalry Week. Another Southern Derby coming your way. Close encounters, close matchup, lots of thrill. Come back here, KBD Live, Navneet Krishna here. We're ready for action once again on a Monday evening. Thank you for tuning in back here. It's been a fabulous start to this week as far as Rivalry Week goes. I've been around here right after Diwali. Look who's enjoyed the luxury of a long hangover after Diwali. Enjoying their Kaju Katlis. Why not? Good evening, Paddy. Good evening, Arohi. Good to have you all back.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
How many Kaju Katlis, Paddy?
Nothing. I've given up on that, you know. I've given up on sweets.
Really?
The only sweet I like is the game of Kabaddi.
Ah,
Oh,
love it.
that's
Love it.
sweet.
Good to
That's
have you
sweet.
back.
Very sweet.
How was your Diwali?
Oh, all well. And in fact, I was enjoying with the PKL Kabaddi Patakas on TV. And if y'all missed it, don't worry, because we'll get you right there, get everything that you've missed right here. The Rivalry Week, and what a week it has been so far.
Yeah, nail biters. Look at that. The first one, UP Yodas versus Patna Pirates, 42-37. Look at the scoreline, Navs. And this tells us that whichever day of the week it is, whichever week of the month it is, what you get to see is hard-fought contests, nail biters, edge of the seat thrillers. If that Rivalry Week is not testimony to it, ladies and gentlemen, then what is, Navneet?
The biggest difference in those 4 matches was a 7-point difference. It just tells you how close it's getting in season 11 of PKL. Everyone's starting to get into the mix as far as the points table is concerned. Let's turn our attention to game number 1 this evening. Like we mentioned, lots of big names. BC Ramesh versus Ram Meher Singh. Aslam Inamdar versus the gunman Guman Singh. So much happening. The last time Gujarat Giants stepped onto the mat, big loss to the Tamil Talaivas. They were wounded. The Giants will have to take a giant leap, Paddy, because they're taking on the defending champions. They just seem to be in absolutely sublime form. They're continuing from where they left off last season. Puneri Paltan, top of the points table. How stiff a challenge is this for Ram Meher Singh and the Giants?
As tough as it can ever get. Because whenever we speak about Puneri Paltan, normally you have 4 defenders and you accommodate 3 raiders amongst those 7. Here, every raider is an all-rounder. Everyone is a defender. So it's 1 versus 7. United we stand, together we fall, all for one and one for all. That is the motto and that is the mantra of this team. That is the reason. When I look at the numbers from Tamil Talaivas, those numbers are awe-inspiring. Yeah. I mean, those tackle points, they come at a strike rate of 89, they come at a tackle strike rate of 77. We'll show them later. So much to talk about this, but if you want to win against Puneri Paltan, you have to bring your A+ game to the mat.
You know who can bring that A+ game? Ram Meher, because he's always got some trick down his sleeve. And Ram Meher, we're curious to know what are those tricks that you're going to bring out of your hat tonight. So is Sweta. In fact, she's caught up with him right before he reached the bat.
राम मेहर जी, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
थैंक यू मैम।
सर, सीजन से पहले आपने कहा था कि आपके रेडर्स आपकी सबसे बड़ी ताकत है। पहले 4 मुकाबलों में आप 5 रेडर्स ट्राई कर चुके हैं, तो क्या आप अभी भी अपना सही कॉम्बिनेशन ढूंढ रहे हैं?
देखो मैम, जो स्टार्टिंग थी आज भी वही है कि मेरे रेडर बेस्ट हैं और आने वाले मैचेस में वो दिखेगा। ये मेरा अपना कॉन्फिडेंस है।
क्या बात है सर। आई थिंक टीम को भी इसी कॉन्फिडेंस की ज़रूरत है। अब अगर आगे टॉप 6 की तरफ बढ़ना है तो मुकाबले जीतना जायंट्स के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है। क्या इससे टीम पे प्रेशर बढ़ रहा है?
देखो, नेचुरल कोई भी टीम हो, मेरी नहीं कोई भी टीम हो, प्रेशर तो बढ़ता है, लेकिन कोशिश करेंगे वो प्रेशर आगे आने वाले मैचेस में कम हो, यही एक मतलब गोल है और उसको अचीव करने का प्रयास करेंगे।
डेफिनेटली सर। और आज तो सामने डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस पुनेरी पल्टन है, जिनके खिलाफ आपका हेड टू हेड काफ़ी अच्छा है। बीसी रमेश के सामने आप सक्सेसफुल हैं, सो क्या ये कॉन्फिडेंस देगा कि आज का प्लान कामयाब होगा?
नहीं, देखो जितनी भी टीमें हैं सब बेस्ट हैं, सब अपना अच्छा कर रही हैं, कोई टीम ऐसी नहीं है किसी से नहीं आ रही है, हर टीम मैच आ रही है। हाँ, ये अलग बात है कि वो हमारे से ज़्यादा मैच जीते हैं, लेकिन आज जो हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस है, हमारे प्लेयर का जो कॉन्फिडेंस है कि मैच विन करें, अपना बेस्ट प्रदर्शन करें, जो आपके अंदर है वो दिखाएं, नेचुरल हम मैच विन करेंगे, यही गोल है।
सर सोमवीर के बारे में भी हम जानना चाहते थे, क्या उन पे प्रेशर बढ़ रहा है?
नहीं, कोई भी प्लेयर हो मैम, पूरे प्लेयर जो खेलते हैं बाहर भी बैठे हैं, कोचिज प्रेशर तो जब टीम कोई भी टीम लूज करती है तो प्रेशर बढ़ता है
जी।
लेकिन ये प्रेशर कम हो, यही गोल है। और आने वाले मैचेज में अपना बेस्ट प्रदर्शन करें और टीम जीते, आगे बढ़े, यही गोल है मैम।
चलिए आशा करते हैं कि जायंट्स आज जाइगेंटिक कमबैक करें। हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
थैंक यू मैम, नमस्कार।
थैंक यू।
Ram Meher with his boys will be ready to play the second game of the day. But let's come back. No, that's the first game. The second game, in fact, is a Southern derby, and all of us are waiting for it because derbies are so much more than just winning. They are about bragging rights. Who would know it better than this man sitting here, who's always bragging about that one team, the Bulls. But all right, let's talk about the derby. The Talaivas on one end, the Bulls on the other. Now, this is an interesting mix. The Bulls are coming after a number of losses. Tamil Talaivas are coming in a great form.
Yeah.
What are the rivalries though that we'll see?
See, let me tell you, no better person to tell you about Bengaluru Bulls and the rivalries than this man called Navneet Krishna. But when we talk about this is the fandom wars, Navneet. You talk about the Dubki King versus Dubki Prince. How quickly Narinder Kandola has risen to the ranks, right? And the other one, Battle of the Coaches. Now, this is a huge honor for Dharmaraj Cherlathan because now he is at the same pedestal as Coach Randir is.
And he's in his first season.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's so many more tangents to Bangalore versus Tamil Talaivas, right? This is a rivalry that goes beyond just the game. Now, the rivalry meter, 80%. Something's gonna give this evening, guys. Something's got to give, and I feel like it's going to be red. I'm just saying. I think it's
You
going
always
to...
speak from the heart. He is heart ruled. When it comes to the Bengaluru Bulls, Navneet Krishna does not have a mind. He throws it out of the commentary box, out of the studio, and that's okay. What is sport without heart and passion, Navneet? Go ahead.
I'm also going to tell you that apart from the fact that it's all heart, there are some numbers. If you're a Bengaluru Bulls fan, you want to see these numbers. If you're a Tamil Talaivas fan, you can look away. Look at these numbers coming into this matchup. In the last 14 games between these two teams, 11-3. That is absolute domination. 11-3. I understand where we are on the points table in this season as we speak, but 11-3 is heavily in favor of the Bulls. It's a different story in this season, I understand, as we see the Tamil Talaivas walk out.
Yeah, but there's something called current form. There's something called in
Paddy,
the day.
all
in the
that hype for nothing,
in the
Paddy.
tournament. No, it is true. It is true. But if you look at the current form, Bulls have one win to show from 6 efforts. When you speak about the other team, which is just nowhere when Navneet just showed you the numbers. Problem is, what you saw on the graphics counts for very little at this moment. What counts in sport is current momentum, and that current momentum rests in the half of Bengaluru Bulls' rivals.
And you know, let's talk about them. Let's talk about Bengaluru Bulls in the last game. They play the Telugu Titans. And come on, they're known the comeback kings because the kind of comebacks that they pull off. The last game, they were down by 18 points. 18 points, they made a comeback and they just lost by 3. I mean, that's nothing to brag about, Navs, let me tell you that.
But you know what? In a situation such as that, Arohi, one should always look positives. Look at positives. The biggest positive that I see in the Bengaluru Bulls camp is in the left.
Yeah.
Right? Mr.
Nitin Raval.
Wow, Nitin Raval is solid. Because 2 back-to-back high fives for him versus Titans 7 points versus Delhi 5, and this is when you do not or very scarcely you get some support from the right cover. The moment the right cover is solid, Nitin Raval's points are going to escalate and going to go out of the roof. Navneet can vouch for it. Nitin Raval has been the only shining light in the Bulls' camp, period. Am I right, Mr. Krishna?
Absolutely. He'll have to be the silver lining and he has to be at his best because The money man is in front of him, Sachin Tanwar, for the Tamil Talaivas, right? Now, who's going to stop Sachin? Because he's a right raider. Nitin Raval in that left corner. Massive battle. And do you think Nitin Raval is the answer to Sachin?
Nitin Raval can be the answer to Sachin because there's something called current form which Nitin is enjoying at the moment more than what Sachin is enjoying. Sachin, the costliest player in the auction, I think he's feeling that pressure a little more. I see a little bit of tentativeness as well. To excel in sport, you need to be loose of your shoulders, loose of your mind, just play free-flowing Kabaddi, free-flowing raiding. But Nitin in the left corner is ready with the ankle hold.
I think that's going to be a little rivalry in itself as far as rivalry week is concerned. He's rapid on the mat, is Sachin Tanwar. He's got lots of fire. So we figured we'll do a rapid fire with Sachin Tanwar, the money man.
कबड्डी का ग्रेटेस्ट प्लेयर प्रदीप नरवाल है। निकनेम मेरे पे घर पे बोलते हैं चिंटू। मेरे फेवरेट प्लेयर हैं परवेश मलिक और विकास कंडोला। मेरे सबसे पहले रोल मॉडल अजय ठाकुर भाई साहब हैं। विराट कोहली, अक्षय कुमार और टायर श्रॉफ। दाल रोटी चपाती। वॉलीबॉल। ये अभी तौबा तौबा चल रही है। अभी दिखा दो। चंदू चैंपियन, बहुत अच्छी मूवी लगी मेरे को। दोनों चले तो और अच्छा हो जाएगा। सीजन 11 का टाइटल।
Chintu versus Nitin, that could very well be the one rivalry everyone will have their eyes on. However, I think the panga of the day can actually be in the Bulls half, but on the other side, the left side, which is Saurabh Nandal and the left trader Narendra Kandula. What do you think, Paddy?
Interesting one, because when you speak about this contest, you actually speak about class. You talk about the left raider that Narendra is and the right corner defender that Saurabh Nandal is. It is tilted slightly towards Saurabh, but it counts for very little. For me, it's neck and neck, and for me, it's enticing. For me, it's mouth-watering. I can only watch the game just for this one simple reason that Narendra's going to go left raider, wow. In the right corner, who's going to be Saurabh Nandal, wow. We've got so many more stories to offer to our fans. This is one big story and one mouth-watering clash.
Well, so much talk about the numbers tonight. Well, Navs, I have a few for you. I think it's time for you to look away. Let's take a look at these numbers which are against the Bulls. But see, average tackle points, Tamil Talaivas of 14.2. How good is that, Paddy?
Solid. I mean, if you have gone past Puneri Paltan in most average tackle points, you have done remarkably well. I mean, this is just too good, because when you speak about total cohesiveness, talk about team sport, talk about camaraderie, talk about providing that support to your teammates, talk about doing it when nobody cares who gets the credit, that is what a team is made up of. When you sacrifice the personal desires for the team's benefit, for the team goal, 71 tackle points. Brilliant. I mean, this is why this team is what it is. I mean, because they just do not give you an inch.
And you have to be at your raiding best if you want to penetrate the defense of the Tamil Talaivas. We have the best as far as the Bulls is concerned in Pradeep Narwal. We're yet to see the best of him this season, though we did catch up with the Prince and the King at the mat, Pradeep Narwal and Narendra Kandola.
किंग और प्रिंस हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं. प्लीज वेलकम बेंगलुरु बुल्स रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकर प्रदीप नरवाल एंड तमिल तलाइवास नरेंद्र कंडोला. आप दोनों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है.
थैंक यू.
नरेंद्र, तलाइवास में दो बहुत बड़े चेंजेस हुए हैं. आपके कोच शर्लातन सर और आपके जो साथी रेडर हैं सचिन तंवर. तो इन दोनों के आने से आपकी परफॉर्मेंस पे कितना बड़ा इम्पैक्ट हुआ है?
देखिए, सचिन काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस रेडर है, तो उनके आने से टीम का मनोबल काफ़ी अप हुआ है. वो मतलब टाइम पे जब टीम को जरूरत थी तब पॉइंट लेके आते हैं. और कोच साहब काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस अभी मतलब कबड्डी भी खेले, लंबे टाइम लगे, तो उनका एक्सपीरियंस टीम को बहुत काम आया।
जी, और आपके इतने एक्सपीरियंस कोच भी आए हैं और दोनों की आने की वजह से आपकी जो परफॉर्मेंस है वो भी काफ़ी निखर चुकी है। प्रदीप, पिछले मुकाबले में टाइटंस के खिलाफ आप लोग काफ़ी ज़्यादा पिछड़ रहे थे, लेकिन हार सिर्फ 3 पॉइंट से हुई, यानी कि बुल्स कमबैक कर सकती है। तो क्या आपको लगता है कि आगे चल के बुल्स टॉप 6 में भी जा सकती है?
हाँ बिल्कुल, अभी तो 16 मैच बाकी हैं। जो जूनियर खिलाड़ियों ने हमारे NYP खिलाड़ी ने, जो पंकज ने और बाबू ने बैक किया, बहुत अच्छा किया उनने। तो उम्मीद यही है कि मतलब आने वाले मैच में उनको जब भी मौका मिलेगा तो अपना 100% देने की कोशिश करेंगे।
जी, और हमने पिछले मुकाबले में टाइटंस के खिलाफ बिल्कुल ऐसी ही परफॉर्मेंस देखी। नरेंद्र, आपके साथ हैं आज डुबकी किंग, और डुबकी में आपके जो पॉइंट्स हैं वो मतलब बस इनके बाद आपके ही पॉइंट्स हैं। सो प्रदीप नरवाल के करियर से आपने क्या सीखा है?
देखिए, जब प्रो कबड्डी स्टार्ट थी तो भाई साहब स्टार्टिंग में इनसे पहले कोई डुबकी नहीं लगाता, तो इनको देखते थे डुबकी लगाते मैट पे, तो गांव में जहाँ पर प्रैक्टिस करते तो कोशिश करते थे हम भी डुबकी लगाएं, तो भी वो सक्सेस हो रही है।
ऑल राइट, और आप तो डुबकी भी लगा रहे हैं। आपका वो जो डॉल्फिन जंप था नरेंद्र, वो मतलब भूलना मुश्किल है ओपोनेंट्स के लिए भी और हम सब के लिए भी। प्रदीप, आपका जो रोल है बेंगलुरु बुल्स में, क्या वो चेंज हुआ है लीड रेडर से? अब जो यंग रेडर्स हैं उन्हें मेंटोर करना, उन्हें गाइड करना?
देखो, हाँ यही बात है कि मतलब जो यंग रेडर आ रहे हैं वो अच्छा कर रहे हैं। मतलब यही हो जाता, थोड़ी उनको मौका कम मिलता है तो अपना दिखा नहीं पाते। यही है कि मतलब कि आने वाले जो भी मैच होंगे उनको एक एक को लेके आएंगे, अपना उनको दिखाने का मौका मिलेगा। चाहिए
जी, आज तो मौका भी है और दस्तूर भी है। आप दोनों को आज के लिए विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट। आज है सदर्न डार्बी, लेकिन कल होगी मेट्रो डार्बी, यानी कि राजधानी दिल्ली और मायानगरी मुंबई में छिड़ेगी एक जबरदस्त जंग।
It's an interesting dynamic as far as coaches in that second game is concerned. But when it comes to coaches, the first game has something really interesting to offer as well. BC Ramesh for Puneri Paltan, Rammer Singh for the Gujarat Giants. Now, they've worked very well in the past together. Tonight, they're going to be on opposite side. Which way is this going?
हमारा भी यही सोच है, बस कैसे हम ऊपर जाने के लिए, फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड पोजीशन में जाने के लिए हमारा मेहनत क्या करना पड़ेगा और हम कैसे प्रिपेयर होके जाना पड़ेगा।
जो हमारे पास प्लेयर हैं वो अगर अपना 100 नहीं करा, 80-90% भी अपना गेम खेल लेंगे तो मैं गेम जीत जाऊँ।
यही हमारा प्लान रहेगा कि ज़्यादा उनको डिफेंस रेडिंग में पॉइंट लेके आए।
ऐसा किसी को गलती नहीं मान सकते। देखो, टाइम की बात है, किसी का नीचे ऊपर गेम होता रहता है, एक एथलीट का अप डाउन चलता ही रहता है मुझे लगता है। तो वो एक कॉम्बिनेशन, एक कोऑर्डिनेशन बैठ गया ना ऑफेंस और डिफेंस का उनका, तो वो टीम भी अच्छा कर सकते हैं क्योंकि यंग खिलाड़ी है उनके अंदर भी।
Puneri Paltan back to their winning ways. Tonight they'll be playing a game. Let's check out the Dream 11 starting 7. Who's starting? Who's playing? Aslam and his men. But tonight there's no Aslam, Paddy.
There's no Aslam, but when you look at Pankaj Mohite, Akash Shinde, Mohit Goyal, that's a good. After 2 minutes in the game, you will not be even talking about the name that you mentioned. This is the strength of this side. Abhinesh Nadarajan, Sanket Sawant, the two cover defenders, Gaurav Khatri, one corner, right corner. Aman is doing a good job in the left corner. Navneet will talk about the Gujarat Giants.
No, it's a familiar looking Gujarat lineup. They have the trio of Raiders and Rakesh Parthik, Adahia and Guman Singh. Now, I think the defense obviously need to step up as far as the Giants are concerned. It's been tough for them in defense and in offense. All in all, it will be Puneri Paltan that will be going in as favourites. But hopefully, the Giants put up a good show. It is rivalry week after all. Quick predictions?
Which one?
First game?
Is the Bulls are playing the first or the second?
It's the first game, Puneri Paltan versus the Giants.
Okay, this Puneri Paltan are going to win this by a margin of minimum 10 points.
Wow.
Geuntak all the way.
Of course. Why was I even thinking? Right, there we go. They're the table choppers, the defending champions. Puneri Paltan taking on a Gujarat Giants team that need to win and need to climb up that points table. This is rivalry week. We have the Southern Derby coming up right after. So much in store. This is what we have coming to you, season 11 of the Pro Kabaddi League. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. India's very own sport at its very best. It's time to Khel Kabaddi.
the city of Nizams, Hyderabad. Heaven for some, hell for the others. Time to forget the Monday blues with the defending champs ready to wreak havoc yet again. As we kick off day 17, the southern neighbours will main event Rivalry Week. The legendary record breaker Puneri Paltan, the most distinguished, the most successful raider in the history of the game, is on a quest to uncover the secret that will ignite his troops. Standing in the way of Pradeep and the Bulls are the relentless Thalaiwas. With Sachin and Narinder hunting like a pack of wolves, will the Bulls fall prey tonight? It's a high-stakes showdown as the neighbours clash in Rivalry Week. The evening kicks off with the determined Paltan reigning at the top of the table, leaving no stone unturned to tighten their grip on the coveted #1 spot. But standing in their path are the struggling Gujarat Giants, desperate to turn their season around after 3 consecutive losses. Will the Giants falter once more, or are we about to witness the beginning of an inspiring comeback story? That's match 2, the Puneri Paltan, #1 on the table, taking on 11th placed Gujarat Titans. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pro Kabaddi League. We are in Hyderabad, and what a place this has been. It's seen some incredible action. The Gachibowli Stadium is ready for 2 more matches, and that is big story #1, the Southern Derby. The head-to-head is in favor of the Bulls the last 5 matches, but they have no idea that this is a brand new Thalaiwas. Big story #2, the man who's got all the records in his name loves hunting down the Thalaiwas. He averages a Super 10 in the last 13 matches that he has played against them. 7 of them were Super 10s. And last but not the least, this head-to-head is 5 apiece. PKL 6 seems a long time ago. Puneri Paltan, in the meanwhile, have become the team to beat. They probably will go down as one of the greatest ever to grace the mat of Pro Kabaddi League. That's the first match coming up. Odds-on favourite Puneri Paltan taking on the Giants.
From the land of Sabarmati, the team with the ambition of winning their maiden title, Gujarat Giants!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming you on commentary, it's me, Suren Sundaram, and the man who I feel is the voice of PKL from season #1 all the way to season #11, Padamjeet Sherawat, Gujarat Giants. They've got such a huge task on their hands, Paddy.
Yeah, because they're up against a team to beat. And their current form is just not being good. Talk about the Bulls, 36-22. After that, they lost to Mumbai, Yodhas and Thalaiwas. 3 back-to-back losses. It can deplete your confidence. It can deplete your motivation level. No doubt about that. Dream 11 starting 7. I want those Raiders, Rakesh, Pratik Daya, Guman Singh. I mean, those numbers have been very poor. Sorry, I'm using the word poor. The numbers have just not been there. If you want to make life easy for the defenders, the Raiders will have to rise.
Well, they've got a captain who's got a lot of experience, Neeraj Kumar, but he's blown hot, blow cold throughout the season. We've made our team. It's time that you make yours. Dream 11 starting 7. Here come the Paltan.
And now, please welcome the defending champions. The Orange Paltan are ready to strike again. Puneri Paltan.
These boys from Pune are writing their own dictionary, and the word weakness doesn't exist. You take a look at the boys who are going to circle the mat. There's one man who might not be on the mat tonight, and that is their maverick captain, Aslam Inandar. But they've got such bases covered that even if he's not there, they're still a very strong side.
Suren, you've hit the nail on its head, because after 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you may not be even talking about the man you just mentioned, because when you speak about Dream 11 starting 7, Gaurav Khatri, Abhinesh Nadraj, and Sanket Sawant, that is the defense party for you. Those 3 Raiders into your picture also are very, very good defenders. Mohit Goyat, Pankaj, and Akash Shinde himself. The numbers can never be bad. Mohit has got 9 tackle points. Aslam, 7. But when somebody is missing, they have very good replacements ready. Make your own team.
Well, the gentlemen and everybody will have their eyes on the players to watch out for. Guman Singh, he's got 419 rate points. The man really has to step out. But the Dream 11 player to watch out for from Puneri Paltan will be this man. He is an all-rounder of the highest caliber. Here's the thing about a game of Kabaddi. It can either be 40 minutes of sheer magic or it can be 40 minutes of sheer misery. Puneri Paltan, Gujarat Giants, since PKL season 6, they've been 5-5. Well, the toss happened a little while back and the first trade will be from the Gujarat Giants.
Line drawn. Game on. Kabaddi. Kabaddi, 9 Kabaddi, 8 Kabaddi, 7 Kabaddi, 6 Kabaddi, 5 Kabaddi, 4 Kabaddi, 3 Kabaddi, 2 Kabaddi, 1 Kabaddi.
Here comes the first trade, and it will be in the half of a team where there are not 4 defenders, 7. All for one, one for all. United we stand, together we fall. Into the half of Puneri Paltan. Ladies and gentlemen, Guman Singh comes into it. Guman Singh goes on the bench.
You seem to be like a fortune cookie teller. The first successful tackle celebrated by Shriram Finance had to be Puneri Paltan. And they are up and running. The 2 coaches with a wealth of experience of having coached different sides. BC Ramesh of the Puneri Paltan, Rammer Singh of the Gujarat Giants.
And today when you speak about the Pune lineup, there's Pankaj, Abhinesh, Sanket, Akash. What you don't see is Aslam. How much of Aslam do we get to speak? Because we've seen a point from the defense. We've seen a raider, Akash Shinde, picking up a point. They'll always start well. And this is the beauty of this side. They cover up for the lack of potential.
This game is 7 versus 7, but when Puneri Paltan have got such a great bench, anybody can step up and make it count, and that is what we've seen from them in the past. And Paddy, we've seen Puneri Paltan, let's forget about the last season where they won. Even this season, every team that they've taken on, they like to dictate terms in the first 10 minutes. And if you are unable to get through that, you usually end up losing the game.
And this is where now Gujarat will say, okay, oh, this was your time when the bonus was not there. All you needed to do was act a little sensible, and you could not. Mohit Goyat picks up a smart running hand touch.
It was Akash in the previous raid. It's Mohit Goyat in this one. Aslam Inamdar with a very sly face right now. A little smile on his face. Aslam, he's a tough cookie.
Displaying a half bit of smile, hiding probably 75% of it. This is the power! Off you go! Abhinesh Nadarajan, you beauty, sorry, you beast.
That's exactly what Aslam calls him. Aslam claims that Abhinesh is like the backbencher of the class. He'll not turn up for training, he'll not turn up for the gym sessions, but when he's on the mat, Well, he turns it up. A raw super tackle opportunity presents itself to the Gujarat Giants. They've not opened their account yet.
Mohit Goyal is a smart cookie. He understands that in the greed of picking one, you might end up giving two. Because if you are a part of this super tackle, the defense wins for the only time in a Kabaddi game 2 points. When you have 3 or less number of defenders, pin the raider down, you don't win 1, but you win 2. 4-0 start early on for the Puneri Paltan, and these are not good signs for a team that has won only just a single encounter in the 4 games that they played so far.
Rakesh. We got this insider joke, don't we? It's just Rakesh, high speed. The one thing that is lacking in this season from Rakesh is that speed. Gujarat Giants, you're coming to 4 minutes of this game. They still haven't got a point on the board.
And this is a rough super tackle opportunity. Super tackle means you pin the raider down, you win 2 points, and you get 1 revival as well. On the run, has he got it? Oh, but he's overstepped. Well done. This is what speed does. It dismantles the formation. He's greedy for more. The 2 remaining on one side. How many will he be able to tag? 2 in all. Will he come back for the 3rd? No, he says, okay, next time. It is 6-0 at the start with just 1 single player alive for Gujarat Giants.
Puneri Paltan is about to shut the doors on Gujarat Giants in the first 5 minutes of this matchup. How do you prepare for the Raiders? Sometimes it's Akash Shinde, sometimes it's Mohit Goyal, sometimes it's the captain, Pankaj Mohite. Done and dusted. That's the first all-out. And Gujarat Giants are staring at a hole.
All out, 1 + 3 points.
This is what Puneri Paltan can do. They will stun you, they will bludgeon you, they'll just send you into decimation. As simple as that. Off you go. How quickly Abhinesh comes, how quickly the 2nd line of defense and the 3rd line of defense. United we stand, together we fall, all for one and one for all. Ladies and gentlemen, Puneri Paltan with the 10th point on offer.
And no team personifies one for all the way Puneri Paltan have done through the season. And this is how Aslam had gotten injured. He got in this very scary position when he went for that tackle on Manjeet.
And concussion, you can understand that. Now points have been granted. Raider safe. Gujarat Giants will have to perform more raids such as that so that he can breathe a little easy, the coach.
Aslam has got a little bruising. Almost looks like he got into a college street fight or something, but that wasn't the case. He's a captain, he leads by example.
Naughty boy Surendra with me in the commentary box. Surendra Sundaram, very popular television anchor, very good voice. Loving Kabaddi as much as you love cricket?
Paddy, sport is sport. And if you're a sport lover, you'll invariably fall in love with it. And to be honest, I've fallen in love with this man. The way he has led this team, the way he respects his team, which is so important in any team sport. Understanding the strengths and the weaknesses.
1 point.
Gaurav Khatri normally doesn't make that error. And it was smartness from the raider Guman Singh that forced an error from him. Well done. You'll have to think out of your box, because if you keep playing orthodox Kabaddi, you will not be able to score points. And this is what he does. Well done, Akash Shinde.
2 points.
This is his 3rd raid in as many days, which is 100% strike rate so far.
Look, and who does he get? He gets Sombir, who's the cornerstone of that Gujarat Giants defense. And 2 unsuccessful tackles from Sombir already on the night. That delta is becoming huge by the minute. That is one more point for Gujarat Giants. They need to do more thanks to Guman Singh.
Well done, look at the turn. The turn does it for him, Guman, showing the class that he is. And that's a very sloppy one coming in from a team that is known for its cohesiveness, for being tight, not offering the opponents even an inch. That is what Puneri Paltan is all about, Pankaj Mohite.
Paddy, the Giants have lost 3 on the trot. And yes, Kabaddi will give you second chances. It's not going to give you a 3rd and a 4th. And you're running the risk of your campaign, your tournament getting derailed.
And even these 4 points that have come, Suren, 2 of them have been from errors from Puneri Paltan. you normally don't get to see, both the coaches watching this one from the sidelines. But the beauty about this sport is it can turn on its head very, very quickly. Off you go! Only on the bench! That is the cohesiveness that you speak about. Sorry, Raider, you are into the half of Puneri Paltan, Guman. Off you go.
Look at the danger man. It is Gaurav Khatri, who's like a rock on that right corner for Puneri Paltan. And just like that, he's off 2 tackle points on the night. Gujarat Giants being a little submissive right now on the mat because Pune is controlling this tail.
The beauty is, oh, great one that. That is a superb one from Jitendra Yadav.
1 point.
The moment the kick went up, he went up as well. And he came down with a point. Mohit on the bench.
Ray.
All right, 13-5, inching the 10-minute mark. Puneri Paltan. Look at that. Abhinesh Nadarajan with a stellar block on Rakesh.
1 point.
Now just look at that in the replay, how quickly it responds. This is about quick silver reflexes coming in from the right cover defender. He is one of the best in that position. Abhinesh Nadarajan. 3 from 3 efforts so far. 100% strike rate. 2 out of 3 from Gaurav Khatri, right corner defender. You won't get too many chances to score too many points. Easy points is what Suren and I have been mentioning about. No way. 9-point lead with nearly 9 minutes gone in the first half.
Just to remind all of you viewers, Aslam Inamdar is not on the mat, and it is Pankaj Mohite, the vice captain, who's now the leader of the side. Average rate points. Look at the number of raiders that they have used, and yet there's no one single leader.
And the average points that we showed, 4.8, 3.7, which is not good. If those numbers are when you have stellar defense, a defense which is as good as Puneri Paltan's, then you can afford to have those numbers. But not in a case when your defense is just not giving you anything to celebrate.
That reminded me of my 10th boards. My subjects and the marks look similar. But we're coming closer to that strategic timeout, and boy, do Gujarat Giants really need that timeout, Paddy.
Timeout.
Because Puneri Paltan have dominated the first 10 minutes. They've got a sizable 9-point lead with 30 minutes to go as we take the first strategic timeout. Puneri Paltan doing Puneri Paltan things. They're in the lead. They've got a 9-point lead, which takes me back to what Padamjeet Sherawat said on our pre-show on KBD Live. That Pune could win this game by a margin of 10 points. We'll come to that. But the southern rivals are in a showdown of their own. The record breaker. He stands tall, but where are the rest of his players? Take on the Tamil Thalivas. Paddy, 9 points. You said Pune could win this game by 10 points. So how does Gujarat flip the script?
They can't flip the script. That man on the left of your screen will have to rise because he has been the best player in the tournament, and his numbers also are not very inspiring. Look at this, how quickly Gaurav Khatri initiates from the right corner, and how quickly, not just a single line of defense, you have two cracking up lines of defense there as well. Gaurav Khatri, Dream 11 top picks for you, 94%. Mohit Goyat closing in on his heels, 90%. Abhinesh Natarajan. But this is the strength. I mean, even in that list, you'll find more of Puneri Paltan players.
I was going to say that even the fans who are picking up these players for their fantasy sides, 4 out of 5 are Puneri Paltan. That tells you a story, doesn't it? Right. 10 minutes in this first half. Score hasn't changed. This is a do-or-die raid. The first of its kind in this match. You have to get a point. It doesn't matter how it comes. The bonus is not available. And he falls prey to that defense of the Giants.
1 point, Gujarat Jain.
Mohit ventured deep and paid a price for it. Hold on, wait on. The Puneri Paltan will have all knives out because now it's their turn to defend on a do-or-die raid. This is going to be tense, intriguing. As you think, so shall you be, dear Raider. You're here for a purpose. This is going to be tight. That's gone! Jersey number 77. Aman rises with a point.
Raider out.
Take a look at the replay. And it's stunning how Kuman could not see Aman standing in his way. Aman almost was there to pounce on him.
Raider out, bonus point, Gujarat Jain. 1 point,
Kuman Singh will have to go on the bench for a bit. As Pankaj Mohite comes in for his 4th raid. Bonus. Puneri Paltan. Pankaj Mohite has just got 1 point. He doesn't have to do much. He's got Akash Shinde and Mohit Goyat for support.
Whenever you speak about Puneri Paltan's Raiders, they'll never get you big super tens. Akash Shinde for this moment has got 4. Pankaj Mohite has got 1. Mohit Goyat has got 1 from 5. He's been tackled twice. This has been very uncharacteristic of Mohit Goyat on a night when you don't have Aslam with you. He's resting because he has an injury. We have spoken very little about Aslam Inamdar after the introduction we made in the first 60 seconds. So that tells you, 1, that PKL 11 can be about comebacks as well. 2, this team will not miss a player for too long. No matter how big a player you are, be it Akash Shinde, be it Mohit Goyat, be it Abhinesh Natarajan, be it Pankaj Mohite, anyone, because they have the replacements. They are one tight unit. Together we stand, united we fall.
Also tells you that they've bred a little bit of competitiveness amongst all the players. That you are not indispensable. You will play for the team, and the team goal is paramount compared to anything else. Puneri Paltan, boy, are they reaping the dividends and the benefits of that. 7.5 minutes to go. The do-or-die specialist comes into raid. He's not been that great this season when it comes to do-or-die raids. Maybe it's all that muscle that he's put on.
And do-or-die raid. Come on, beat out your message. Pluck up the courage. He does it. Jumps over. Rises high. Forces everyone to rise up and applaud for this giant effort from Pankaj Mohite.
3 points.
When you're so skillful, you get an HP Racer Gen 6 Super Raid like that. And Pankaj Mohite, he just made this Gujarat Giants look so ordinary.
Yeah, this was a moment which had power to thrill written all over it. And look at that, he's not even celebrating because they only rejoice once the whistle after 40 minutes is blown. Who is watching from the stands? Aslam Inamdar.
They're trading in do-or-die raids now. Himanshu Singh has been substituted, and it's a pressure situation where he has to deliver. All 7 on the mat for Puneri Paltan. Something's got to give.
Do or die, dare to fly, dare to dream, give us a reason to scream. Searches for a bonus, hasn't got it. Tries for a running hand touch, hasn't got it. If you don't get it, you only go on the bench. Well done, Puneri Paltan. That is how you produce stellar defense.
And he didn't look confident. He looked at his team, whether there was the bonus, but not really. And this is Pune letting down their arms. They're conceding the all-out.
Gujarat Jain, all-out, unposted 3 points.
They realize how strong their opponents are. And they've got a better chance with all 7 back on the mat than 1 versus 7. 22-7.
Gujarat
The
Giants,
prediction's
please come.
coming wrong because now
Line
this
up.
deficit is 15
Five
points,
in.
Paddy.
No, I said minimum 10.
Right.
Because I said, when you speak about Puneri Paltan, they look to be 7, but they are actually 1. That defense is gone. And it is not about individual glory. Nobody cares who gets the credit. Look at that backbone. Oh, you Aman, oh, you beauty.
1 point. Puneri
Arms of
Paltan.
destruction will give you smiles of joys.
I am surprised with what's happening with the
Raid.
Raiders. This is the second raid that we've seen that they've been blindsided by a defender. Gujarat Giants, what are you doing? Right, you have answers for Akash Shinde. You have the resources to stop Akash Shinde. He's already on to 4 raid points in just 5 raids.
Has he picked up a bonus there? That's what I was watching. I think he just may have, though the final confirmation will only come when he comes on the right hand side of that right line, the mid line.
Bonus point.
Yes,
Puneri
bonus,
Paltan.
well done. Aslav Inamdar says, well done, champ. Proud of you. And this is what cohesiveness is all about. When you enjoy your partner's success.
Absolutely right. There's a little hint of approval from Aslam Inamdar's expression. 24 points already on the board for Puneri Paltan. A rare error there
1 point.
from
Gujarat
one of the
Giants.
experienced defenders, Sanket
Jersey
Sawant.
number 10 out.
Yeah, and that goes on to show that they are human as well. Nice to see a blemish such as
Right.
that. Goes on to show that they too can produce some errors sometimes. Because otherwise, this team is invincible. You are talking about the defending champion. You are talking about a team which has got 1 tie and 1 loss. And they have got 4 wins. And those 4 wins have
Right
been
save,
huge.
1
Whenever
point,
they
Puneri Paltan.
lose,
Jersey
if
number
at all
4
they
out.
do, Suren, they don't lose an encounter by a margin greater than 7, which means they always win a
Right.
point from a contest, even if they lose.
The hallmark of being a champion. Puneri Paltan looking to become part of a very special group. Teams that have defended the crown. And look at that. Tackled strike rate from the covers, Sanket and Abhinesh. 56% in the first couple of matches. It's all changing here in Hyderabad because Pune are putting
1
a
point.
masterclass.
Puneri
Gaurav
Paltan.
Khatri. It's his 3rd tackle point of the night.
Third tackle point of the night.
Right.
Abhinesh Nadarajan's got 3 out of 3. Gaurav Khatri has got 3 out of 4. Aman has got 2 out of 3. Look at that conversion rate. And that tells you what a solid wall that is. What a cohesiveness this unit displays every time they take on to the man. Nobody cares who gets the credit as long as the team is winning. And that makes a Puneri Paltan team.
Looking at the scoreline, if you're a Gujarat Giants fan, you'll be worried because it looks like Puneri Paltan are about to smash a half century. They've already got 26 points, still 2.5 minutes to go. And look at that, teams are able to win or tie the game in a comeback. We're trailing by 5+ points, 10 occasions that has happened.
And why the story isn't changing is because Gujarat Giants Raiders have not done the bulk of the score. 19 raid points from 4 games before this for Guman. 14 raid points in 4 games for Partik. 13 raid points for HS Rakesh. Now, you are talking about 3 tall raiders, 3 pillars of your strength. And that team, when they formed this team, they formed the team on the basis that these 3 boys will do the talking and the scoring for us. They have not fired. Mohit Koyat! Oh, it's all about the fingertips. I don't think he has crossed it though.
It's not going to be easy for the referees
Full line not. Right not.
because in real time, it's very difficult to call. His fingers were definitely on that white line, and that has got to be a successful raid for Mohit Koyat.
Oh, that should be a massive super raid. That should be a massive super raid, in my opinion. It's still waiting for that, but whatever Suren and I saw from a
Right
naked
save.
eye,
2 points. Puneri
2.
Paltan.
I think Puneri
Jersey
should
number
challenge this.
5
They
and
just might
19
get
out.
3.
Yes, please come. What is your challenge? Raider out.
Well, your wish
Okay,
is his
please.
command.
TV umpire.
Review coming up. They want more.
TV
The
umpire.
greedy.
Gujarat Giants challenge. Raider out of bound fast. Our decision. Raider save 2 points. Please review.
It's a Gujarat Giants review. They reckon that Mohit went out of bounds. This is about to be interesting.
Now, mind you, first we need to see when the touch happens. When does the touch happen? And that is going to be because, see, This is the moment of reckoning for them. Okay, now that's okay. Within permissible limits, that's okay. Very good. This is legal. You can step onto the white line also. You just cannot go into those orange tram lines. Then he goes to the other side. When does he get a touch? When does he get a touch? Because after you get a touch, you are eligible to go into the lobbies. Now he's surrounded. Now he gets 1. On the way through, gets 2. Does the third touch also come? No, but he did not step out of the lobbies. That is what we are looking at. Those 2 points should stand.
That's confirmed. Looks like this is going to be an unsuccessful review.
Okay, thank you. Review unsuccessful. Raider save 2 points. Puneri Paltan. Captain, no more reviews.
Gujarat
Your
Giants
reviews
might
over.
just be lucky. This could have been double jeopardy for them. Had this been termed as a super raid. 28 already. Captain now goes to the bench. Once again, 3 on the mat for Gujarat Giants. They've not been able to get to double digits. Paddy, you were talking about the Gujarat Raiders. Take a look at this. They've got 6 raid points tonight. And they've put in 19 raids. And that tells you that their strike rate is around 30%.
And you're up against a team which, in the defense, will normally fetch you 60% strike. 60% strike rate on an average is very, very good. This is rough super tackle opportunity. 1 versus 3. But he understands this is not a do-or-die situation. You don't need to risk anything. You are leading by a margin of 19 points. Oh, well done on the turn. He fetches jersey number 11, Partik Dhaya, a prime raider alongside him. Puneri Paltan are decimating the Gujarat Giants at the moment, and Ramir Singh is a worried man.
That's not a rough super tackle, that's a rough raid from Pankaj Moite. This is turning out to be an absolute nightmare for the Giants. That is going to be a point for Gujarat Giants. Abhinesh Nadarajan lost his balance. Is that a point for the Giants? The referees are once again going to confer on the decision.
I think he might have a legitimate case, the raider, because when he slides that hand, some part of the body is within the lobbies. Now he's into the lobbies. Watch out for the right foot. Left goes up in the air, out. Now when he slides that hand, is some part of the body inside? If it is, he might fetch more points for his side. However, the Puneri Paltans are believing that they have their man within the rank.
Need more conclusive evidence for the referees to make that decision. Coming in any moment now.
Raider out. 1 point Puneri Paltan.
Raider out. That's been the story tonight. Abhinesh Nadarajan, he picks up another tackle point. And when we return in the second half, Gujarat, they'll be staring at an all-out 30-9 in favor of the Paltan at the end of 20 minutes.
What a first half. Now this is what is called decimation, total annihilation. Pankaj Moite, he would not get chances. Today he's there because one of the main raiders and the captain of the side is injured. He's not playing. Islam Inamdar. Talk about Pankaj Moite. Talk about that jump. He goes 6 feet up in the air and he travels a distance. He does not come back and fall at the same place. Travels distance in the air and then fetches points. What a stellar raid that is.
To think that Gujarat is the place where you try and collect all those kites during Sankranti. They couldn't stop a flying Pankaj. But Pune, they have been so good in those first 20 minutes. They've dominated both the phases. 14-5 in the first 10 minutes. It became worse for Gujarat Giants. 16-4 in the next 10.
Yeah, this is called total supremacy. This is called total annihilation so far. But in the sport of Kabaddi, one half can be very different from the other. Will that be the case? Will Gujarat Giants show some gigantic performance? We'll find out. Bengaluru Bulls versus Tamil Talaivas. That's the second installment of the night for you. But we have unfinished business in the first one. 20 more minutes of this one. Puneri Paltan versus Gujarat Giants, where they have a 21-point lead. Small little breather. On the other side, we'll come back. Amche Mumbai. You Mumbai. They're taking on to the mat. Who will be up against them? Dabang Delhi. Ashu. What is the status on Naveen Express? We'll find out. Pink Panthers versus UP Yoddhas and U Mumbai versus Dabang Delhi tomorrow. Those two mouth-watering encounters are a part of the rivalry week.
Two cities with these strong cultures. But right now the culture is being set by Puneri Paltan. They lead by 21 points at the end of the first 20 minutes. We've had quite a few stars. Pankaj Mohite, the captain tonight, has picked up 5 rate points. Mohit Goyat has picked up 4. Akash Shinde has picked up 6. Captain of the side tonight is just a viewer, but a very happy viewer, because it's his team that is in the dominant position.
And look at that, what a luxurious moment this is. He's actually calling the defender towards him. This is sheer dominance. He says, I'm going to stand here. You come towards me. Like a magnet, they've attracted greatness towards them. Another all-out which will fetch them 2 additional points. And the margin between the 2 points is 24 points at the moment. My mathematics might be bad, Suren, but not that bad.
10-4 out.
You should become a professor. Maybe you should become a coach right now. Because Gujarat Giants, with the kind of performance that they're putting up, it's turning into a really nightmarish night. 33-9. Guman Singh has picked up 5 rate points tonight. It's coming for 8 rates. This is the 9th one. This will be a successful one. They need more of this from Guman.
1 point. Gujarat Giant. Jersey number 77
Slipping
out.
from their fingers. If there is time for a comeback, it is now.
Talk about this. And now when we look at the margin, we also need to tell our viewers what the biggest margin of victory has been in PKL history. That's a stupendous one.
1 point.
Are the Gujarat Giants make a comeback here?
Please wait, please.
Throw in that piece of stat for you in another 30 seconds.
No problem, yeah.
As to what has been the biggest margin and which season. Suren, should we throw that? Season 5 it was. Margin of victory was 40
points. It was a game between the Bengaluru Bulls and the UP Yoddhas. There's a little bit of research that I have done on that game as well.
By the help of the producers?
No, not really. Because we found out that the man who wreaked havoc that night was Rohit Kumar, who turned out for the Bengaluru Bulls. This season he's the assistant coach for Puneri Paltan.
Yeah, 31 rate points if I'm not wrong. What a stellar night he had. Side on as they are. And the total domination whenever you speak about this game. Now, they have a golden chance of eclipsing that record and creating one of their own today.
Puneri Paltan, please come.
Look, they've got a lead of 22. The record
10
is
out,
40.
22 in.
They still have to play some great kabaddi to eclipse that record, like Paddy mentioned. Puneri Paltan, 5 on the mat, no bonus available as Guman Singh comes in for yet another raid.
It's a 22-point lead at the moment. And come back, thy name is Pro Kabaddi. Throws in that kick. Gaurav Khatri takes that kick.
Red shape, 1 point.
They're coming back in the game, sort of.
Jersey
They're
number 20 out.
closing the gap a little bit.
But we know what is going to happen. Now, Puneri Paltan is going to slow things down. They're going to take their time. You already see that Pankaj Mohite, that earnestness, that eagerness is not going to be there because they will expect Gujarat Giants to make those mistakes. They want Gujarat Giants to play their game. Pankaj has already got 6 rate points. And this has become a pattern for the Puneri Paltan.
Bonus
They're
point.
not looking at individual
Puneri
milestones.
Paltan.
They're not looking at those super tens or those high fives. So that's the bonus point. 7 rate points for the night.
1 versus 4. There comes Guman. He's very quick on his feet. But look at the defense. Look at the formation. Look at Abhinesh Natarajan. He's not a part of the chain. He knows where the line is. He knows what he has to do. Oh, well done. Well done, sir. This is not just presence of mind. This is great athleticism as well. Well done.
Right. Made a substitution, Puneri Paltan. Man has come in, but Akash Shinde who's come in to raid. Man is a defender. Akash Shinde is not coming to raid for a while now. Bonus is available.
Akash Shinde has got 6 from 8 raids and he has not been tackled even once tonight. So when you talk about Aslam not playing today, then suddenly you talk about, we've not even discussed him after the first minute because the others have just filled in those big shoes so effectively. I'll read the numbers with Pankaj Mohite 7 from 9. 6 from 9 for Akash Shinde. 6 from 9 and from Mohit Goyat 4 from 8. Well done.
Gujarat Giants have to take charge of the situation. Paddy, let's be honest. Gujarat Giants, they possibly can't be thinking of a win. Time is not going to be their friend. You reckon that 1 point you get from that difference of 7 is on their mind, or even that is something that they've given up on?
So then I think they should just play fearless kabaddi at the moment. They should not think of winning or losing because anyways they are trailing at this moment. You never know. Stranger things have happened in the past in the sport of kabaddi. Okay, what does this mean? This is do or die. Dare to fly. Dare to dream. Give us a reason to scream. Beat out your message. Pluck up the courage. Off he goes. Tentative hands. Very rare blemish from Puneri Paltan.
How many times have we seen Guman Singh do this? He has repeated this again and again. Guman Singh needs to do more of this. He needs the support of the other raiders. Pradeep needs to step up. Rakesh needs to step up. Do or die raid. Pankaj Mohite, the captain, has taken upon himself. And the captain delivers in a crunch moment. Once again, the captain delivers.
And this is how quickly they bring things to parity. They leave a point and they score a point. They revive their play. This is Gujarat Giants' opportunity to inflict an all-out on them. Just when they were thinking about the fact that their opponents are down to 3, that touch point brings one man back onto the court. Abhinesh Nadarajan in the other corner. And look at that. How well organized that defense. Akash Shinde is in the center. He can be a part of any chain. That side, this side, anywhere. Into the lobbies, which means he's got a point.
Right shape, 1 point, Gujarat J.
Speed.
Jersey number 4.
And he gets a running hand touch. Himanshu on Abhinesh Nadarajan. As the Tamil Talaivas get set to take on the neighbors, Bengaluru Bulls. That's an encounter. Coming up next, it's Rivalry Week.
Oh yes, talk about Narinder, talk about Sachin, talk about the defense. And when you talk about that team, you have to speak about one Sahil who's got 17 tackle points at a strike rate of 89, which is no mean achievement that.
I think the regular captain, Sagar, is injured.
Substitution, Puneri Paltan, please come.
Puneri Paltan make a substitution.
12 out,
Paddy, the
50
captain
in.
has decided to substitute himself.
Ray.
What does that tell you? He's got 7 rate points. Keep talking about that individual glory situation. Right now the super tackle is on for Puneri Paltan.
Yeah. Oh, off he goes, off he goes. Did someone step out?
Raider out.
Raider out. Raider went into the lobbies without a touch first. So if he enters the lobbies without a touch, in that case, he's out. And the raid finishes there. He doesn't get it. Still, does he go into the... Yes, he does. And the touch has not happened. So which means the raid finishes there. He'll be out.
Raider out. Super tackle. 2 points.
There's a super
Puneri
tackle.
Paltan.
Rough super tackle. 2 points given for Puneri Paltan. Once again, to remind everyone, the record is 40 points, and that Magar ki jakat from Puneri Paltan netting 2 more points, 37-14. Difference is 23. The record is 40.
And for that to happen, your Raiders will have to get you a big Super 10. Only then can you win by a margin 40. Very good. One initiates, the other finishes.
1 point.
Very rare moments which the defense has enjoyed today. In fact, this is just the 4th tackle point from the Gujarat Giants.
and he still managed to pick up the bonus. It's nullified that tackle point that Gujarat Giants have managed to get. Akash Shinde was confident. Once again, a rough super tackle opportunity. 3 defenders on the mat, and they get it right. Yet again, Magar ki chakat. This Pune side is dominating proceedings in Hyderabad.
Super tackle, 2 points.
They're doubling everything.
Number 50.
Another rough super tackle, Paddy.
Puneri
There's
Paltan, number
absolutely
50.
nothing that these
Next
boys
bowling.
from Pune can't do.
Talk about cohesiveness, talk about camaraderie, talk about togetherness, talk about bouncing. And they look to be 3, they are actually 1. That defense is gone. As simple as that. They are gone. They respond to each other's needs in less than a fraction of a second. And look at that. Because he's moving so quickly, it does not give the defense chance to settle down a formation.
Right shape.
No way, you are
1
gone.
point. Puneri Paltan.
Mohit Goyal
JC number 11 out.
also in on the action. Guman. Yeah, that's
Great.
the expression on every fan of the Gujarat Giants. That of desperation, that of being distraught. 41-15.
So then there can be a time
Right
when
shape. 1 point.
they might win it by
Gujarat
30
Jay.
points, and
Jay
still they
number
may not
77
have
out.
any defender picking up a high 5 or any raider getting a super 10. Still they can win by 25. What does that tell you? Cohesiveness, teamwork. United we stand, together we'll fall. All for one, one for all. Short little breather.
Ten minutes to go. Pune eyeing a record of the biggest win as far as points is concerned. But the clouds are bursting. 2 teams, they're from the south. One has got the record breaker. One who smashed the record of the most money in the auction. Sachin, and the record breaker Pradeep Narwal, one-on-one.
All right, when you look at this, last 5 matches, 3 to the Bengaluru Bulls, 2 to Tamil Talaivas. But when you speak about the current form and the current formation, well, Tamil Talaivas, of course, have an edge, no doubt about it. Talk about Jai Bhagwan, Ajinkya Pawar, Pankaj. Pradeep is not starting. Hello, hello, hello. Look at the left-hand side. Can you see any Pradeep Narwal there? I can't. Suren, can you?
He said, hello, hello, he's not taking our call. There is no Pradeep Narwal. That's the breaking news from this game in Rivalry Week. And they're up against a very good side in the Tamil Talaivas. Narinder and Sachin have been front and center. And Nitesh has been such a find for them in this season, the absence of their regular captain. But in the 3 phases that we have seen, you take a look at that scoreline and that will tell you everything that needs to know. 14, 16 and 11 across 3 phases. Puneri Paltan, 41. Gujarat Giants, 16.
Pradeep Narwal, I think, has become a victim of his own standards. He's the highest rate point scorer in the team, still doesn't find a place because we expect great things from him, which I think is being unfair on the man. He might not be at his best, but he is the best in your side. He should play. Period. Look at the number of rate points. We'll tell you how many points he's got. Pradeep has got 35 rate points at a strike rate of 56, which in no way bad. Ajinkya has got 26 rate points at a strike rate of 41. Jay Bhagwan has 20 rate points at a strike rate of 44. Jatin has 15 rate points at a strike rate of 50. Nobody has a better strike rate in that team than Pardeep Narwal. Why would you bench Pardeep Narwal of all people?
Bengaluru Bulls have been mired in all sorts of problems. This one is just going to be another one that will be added to the list. Focusing our attention back on this game, Puneri Paltan are dominating Gujarat Giants. Gujarat Giants have no idea where to get those points from. Their defense is leaking. Their rating has not been at par, put it politely.
1 point. Gujarat Giants. JC number 22 out.
A little substitution. And you wonder about this man, Paddy. What's going on in his mind? One of the most accomplished coaches, and yet things are not going his way.
Yeah, I mean, he's a man who's ruled by heart primarily. Very loved and respected coach. 11th season just with one team. The team owners bestow a lot of trust and confidence in him. He makes his team, he takes his calls. It's just that. Sometimes he takes those emotional calls when nobody's picking up player. Coach will say, okay, nobody's picking you. I see a lot of potential in you. I'll pick you in my side. But Pardeep Narwal not starting, it doesn't make sense.
I was there in Hyderabad last week. And I had the opportunity to interview Coach Randhir. And he mentioned that he can only do so much from the sidelines. When the rating picks up, the defense lets them down. When the defense picks up, the rating lets them down.
Right save.
And I'm going to translate it in Hindi. Kare to kya kare? What do we do?
And sometimes all you need to do is watch a good movie, comedy movie that can make you laugh, enjoy lighter moments. Take the fear factor out of your mindset. Tell the players, what if we lose? So what if we lose? It's okay. At the most, at the end, we'll just lose. You should say, I'm fine with it. You just go and play fascinating kabaddi, lion-hearted kabaddi. Go and explore yourself. That's it. Take that fear factor out of your mindset, and then you never know what you can achieve.
Well, right now, Puneri Paltan and Gujarat Giants, this is turning out to be a record-breaking match. Not for the right reasons for Gujarat Giants, but Puneri Paltan, they're eyeing the record, the biggest margin of victory, and that's the raw super tackle, and it'll be a successful raw super tackle. Magar chakar again from Gaurav Khatri on that corner. Just 3 on the mat, and they still get it right.
And I think that just might be high five for Gaurav Khatri. Yes. Rough super tackle. He initiated that. The first effort was not strong. Let's believe that. The partners came, and there Mohit covered. Very well done. All in one, one for all. Together we stand, united we fall.
The do-or-die raid. Hooter's gone off. Pankaj Mohite has come in, the captain. He's always been the one to lead this attack. This time he'll fall. Did he get the bonus though? No, he didn't.
1 point.
He'll stay on 8 rate points for the night. He's eyeing his own individual milestone of a Super 10.
So you've got 2 raiders with 8 rate points. Akash Shinde is 1, Pankaj Mohite is the other. Mohit Goyat has got 5. This is off super tackle opportunity. 4th high five for Gaurav Khatri in PKL 11 this season. 6 minutes to go. He'll drag you down to the midline. That's a very huge and gigantic figure that takes care of Gaurav Khatri.
Just his 3rd unsuccessful tackle of the night. And 5.5 minutes, a little more than that, go Mohit Goyat. Mohit Goyat. Now no Pankaj Mohite, no Mohit Goyat.
1
Two
point.
of the frontline raiders are on the bench. And Puneri Paltan, for the first time, might be in a dicey situation with just 2 on the mat.
Now that's it. Okay, now. Now that is an achievement. Somebody inflicting an all-out on Puneri Paltan. Not an easy side. Congratulations, Gujarat Giants. You won 2 for the all-out that you inflicted. What does that do to the scoreline? How brilliant Puneri Paltan have played. Despite having faced an all-out, they are still leading by 20 with 5 minutes to go.
I think that record that we kept talking about is going to stay. That record of 40 points being the margin. Bengaluru Bulls over UP Yodhas back in season 5 will be untouched. Right now, Puneri Paltan
Time
pick up
out.
another point.
Puneri Paltan.
And Akash Shinde has moved one closer to a Super 10.
And this is the beauty of this side. Normally, Akash Shinde does not get to start. Now, because Aslam is not playing today because of their injury, Akash gets a chance. Akash has scored 9 from 12, from 7 efforts. Sorry, 12 rays is what he has put in, 7 successful. Only once he has been tackled, Pardeep Narwal. His team is playing the next game. He is not starting.
And looking at his body language, Paddy, I don't think he's been dropped. There's something else that doesn't meet the eye. Has he decided to take a break?
No, I don't think so, because if you look at that, he's hurt. Coach is looking into some other direction. He's looking into... Maybe we are reading far too much into those pictures. We really
Subdivision.
apologize.
Puneri Paltan, please come.
But all is not well.
5 in.
That's for sure. Because this is the Bengaluru Bulls team with Pardeep
Ray.
Narwal, and they've lost 5 from the 6 that they played.
Okay, Guman Singh. 9 rate points on the night for him. Not all is lost for Gujarat Giants. Still have a few more minutes in this game remaining. Some semblance still required. Here comes Akash Shinde, on the cusp of a fabulous Super 10 in the absence of the captain Aslam Inamdar.
Yeah, whether he's stranded on 9. Guman Singh from the other end is stranded on 9 too. But Guman Singh has been tackled 6 times, whereas Akash Shinde has been tackled only once. So there's a huge difference in terms of the quality of rating. So both of them may pick up a Super 10. Akash will be stranded on 9. Jersey number 15 is Guman Singh, who's on 9 rate points at the moment, sir.
4 minutes to go. There goes the timer. And that'll be Guman, Super 10.
Right shape, 1 point. Gujarat J.
Guman Singh with
Jersey
so
number
much riding
20
on him. Just traded from U Mumbai.
Ray.
Came into this side. Unfortunately, the fortunes haven't changed. Guman is putting in that effort. First player to get a Super 10 in this match.
Yeah, first player to get a Super 10 and first player to get a Super 10 from that team in the entire tournament. We'll talk about that. And that is, that'll give him some confidence. Akash too picks up a Super 10.
Right
And
shape,
that
1 point.
thunderous
Puneri Paltan.
round of applause
Jersey number
is
5
apt
out.
testimony of that. He is not celebrating. But this is the boy who doesn't get a regular chance to start in the starting 7. This is what makes a good team. You don't have your captain. How much of Aslam Inamdar have we discussed today?
With
Right
the Super
shape,
10, does he prove a
1
point
Gujarat
that I
J.
could be a part
Jersey
of that
number
starting
5
lineup? You got Aslam, you got Mohit, you got Pankaj Mohite, who's the
Right.
vice captain. It'll be interesting to see if Akash starts the next game when Aslam returns.
He may not start. Why do I say so? Because Mohit Goeth overall has been their best performer. Pankaj Mohite this game has scored 8 rate points. And when captain returns, purely because Pankaj Mohite has been preferred ahead of Akash Shinde in this edition of PK. You never know. They do make some hard calls, hard choices.
Paddy, throughout sport, every great team goes through what we call a slump.
Bonus point.
Puneri Paltan
Gujarat
seems to
J.
just keep getting better and better. Gujarat Giants, they'll be taking on the Steelers twice, back-to-back games, the 7th and 10th, and then the Pirates on the 11th.
And Suren, what talks about their greatness is Mohammad Reza Shadlu Shiane was with them last season. How much of Mohammad Reza Shadlu have we spoken that Puneri Paltan are missing? We have not discussed him in this team at all, which means they always
point.
have a like-for-like replacement.
Puneri
They're
Paltan.
not just
Jersey
made of
number
the
19
starting
out.
7, they're made up of Bravehearts who are 16
Ray.
in number.
Right, folks, just to remind you, Paddy said that the difference between the two sides, the margin, to a minimum of 10 points. Puneri Paltan have doubled it. Paddy's prediction has been
Header out.
on point.
Bonus point. Gujarat Giants.
Gujarat Giants
1
pick
point.
up a bonus point.
Puneri Paltan.
And Puneri Paltan will also get that point because the Raider was sent off packing.
Yeah, they've given us double the number of points than we had predicted.
Ray.
10 plus. And this is their domination. This is why this team is so good. You touch one, you face all. United, we stand together, we fall. That's their motto. That is their motto. Nobody cares who gets the credit as long as the team wins. That is their motto. Their motto is togetherness. Team before self. That is Puneri Paltan for you, sir.
Puneri Paltan will remain on the top spot, but they'll consolidate that score difference thanks to this gigantic lead that they've got over the Gujarat Giants as we come to the final minute of this matchup. The Giants are trailing by 20. And if you are in Hyderabad or you plan to visit Hyderabad, get on to bookmyshow.com. Go watch
number 20
fabulous game. Who knows, you might get a chance to meet your stars.
Okay, now it is down to under 60 seconds from here on. 48 to Puneri Paltan, 29 from Gujarat Giants. We have to say this has been total annihilation. And I have Suren for company. Where's that ankle also, Suren? Let's hear that in your booming voice.
Pankaj Mohite, rare occasion. He probably didn't see, he probably didn't even anticipate that there'll be. Oh, it's not Pankaj Mohite, it's Akash Shinde. It's all right, young man. You've done your job. You have staked a claim to be in the starting lineup for the next game. Vaman Singh.
Raider out. 1 point. Puneri Paltan.
Gets a super 10 on the night, but it's just been misery for the boys from the west. And it's a relentless attack from Puneri Paltan. You get Akash Shinde out. Next trade is from Pankaj Mohite. There's absolutely no hiding if you're against the defending champs. Last 5 raids, Pankaj Mohite has just picked up 1 raid point. I think the interesting part is he's not even looking for that individual milestone. He's not looking for glory.
And that is the reason this is a team. This is a team which is made up of not just 7 Bravehearts, but those who can replace these Bravehearts as well. This is Puneri Paltan for you. They look to be 7, but they are 1. They are gun.
Every little thing that you said about the Puneri Paltan has been on point, has been true, been writing on the wall. 49-30 is the final score line. What a clinical performance from the defending champions. They didn't have their captain on the mat. It doesn't matter because every player steps up. And Pune's 4-match unbeaten streak will continue. The heroes of the night, and I say heroes in plural, Akash Shinde with 11 raid points. The captain, Pankaj Mohite, with 8 raid points. Mohit Goyal with 5 raid points. And this winning moment is being celebrated with Shriram Finance. And let's not forget, Paddy, 3 defenders getting high fives. Abhinesh Nadarajan, Gaurav Khatri, Aman. That isn't a complete performance. I don't know what is.
What is, absolutely. Mohammad Reza Shadlu used to don that left corner. And when you have like-for-like replacement, and this makes for a champion team. All for one, one for all. United we stand, together we fall. This is one collective unit. Well, Puneri Paltan, they just don't give an inch. They'll make you work hard. Look, is there any phase which they've not dominated? First 10 minutes, 14-5. Second phase, nothing to the opponents. It's a gap of 12 points. Then, third, 5 points. Then 7 points.
The jarring bit is that Gujarat Giants were not able to pick 10 points in any phase. They were just not competitive enough against the might of Puneri Paltan. And Pankaj Mohite leads them to another win. Aslam Inamdar must be a happy man, the regular captain of Puneri Paltan. It's all smiles for the boys from Pune. And at the end of the game, that's how the points table looks. Puneri Paltan have consolidated their position and they have made sure that the score difference just increases to 60.
And that is huge. That is humongous. To talk about them, they look to be 7, but they are 1. That is a team which is gun. Rivalry week up next. Bengaluru Bulls, Navneet Krishna's favorite team, versus Tamil Talaivas. That's going to be a mouth-watering encounter. And that is the young assassin for you. Head-to-head last 5 matches. 3 to the Bulls, 2 to Tamil Talaivas.